Here's a thought. What if instead of a long list of resolutions each year, I focused on simply one word? A word that I could concentrate on all year long to hone in on change in an area of my life or character that matures me. Not just my physical self, but also my spiritual walk with Christ. Mike Ashcraft and Rachel Olsen, writer and co-writer of MyOneWord, had this very idea. They created MyOneWord.org, wrote a book, and compiled a CD that dives into the details and how-to of this idea. New Year's resolutions are full of good intent, but many of us realize that year after year, the list gets longer and longer with not much progress in any one area. On a graph, I'd say that roughly our efficiency of attention can be displayed as our attention versus the number of items our attention is focused on. The larger number of items our attention is focused on, the less efficient our applied efforts tend to become. A lot of us venture through life coasting along at a highly inefficient base percentage of attention on multiple different items. It is when we eliminate all but one focal point, one item to hone in on, that we become most efficient to apply our attention and effort for improvement. We often find that when we focus in, the time crunch we previously lived in with multiple points of focus becomes negated by efficiency. So where there was once no time for the mountain of items running through our minds, there is now ample time in taking each item one at a time. MyOneWord takes this concept and applies it in a way that focuses you on one area of life. This provides you the efficiency to be productive in moving towards positive, physical, and spiritual change. I first heard of MyOneWord at a church in Greensboro, North Carolina, a church that my family and I now call home. During a high school youth meeting, we leaders listened to our youth pastor as he encouraged us to select one word to focus on through our year. I would like to pass the torch of awareness of MyOneWord to you, in hopes that you will take the step of faith to draw closer to the Lord Jesus Christ in personal relationship, and to allow one word to change your life. Growing up, my mother taught me a very crucial lesson through repetition. When you've got a lot on your plate, and it gets to be overwhelming, stop. Breathe, and take it one thing at a time. You see, as a child, I struggled with the task at hand because managing my time was never a task I planned. I had no comprehension of organizing my responsibility, so I stabbed frantically at each task simultaneously until the imminent failure felt as though it was killing me. But my mother's voice held a tone that pierced me to the bone. Her repetitious words like an epiphany on repeat. One thing at a time. I vividly remember how the mountains became molehills. Quantum physics became simplistic arithmetic. And the landfills, like a mirage, dissipated into the small household bathroom wastebasket they truly were to begin with. Focus was reaching down into the hole of my despair, hand wide open, assisting my ascent. And as I took that final relieving step out of the depths of that measly pothole, I sighed. With a chuckle even. I realized as focus embraced me that perspective returned to order and the way became clear. And even now, as adulthood surmounts my peace of mind, my mother's words linger, never ever really stopping. One thing at a time. And as 2015 developed, MyOneWord became apparent with ease. One thing at a time, like a breeze sweeps through the clouds of my mind, leaving behind clear skies for me to focus. And in the clarity, I find speak. You know what? I dare you. Change your life with just one word.